than 600 degrees centigrade, whenever it is reached during the combustion process, that time only it gives out oxides of nitrogen. Until or otherwise, it will not give. Okay. Even they can say when you people are undergoing this kind of fuel testing, there the temperature must be more than 700, 800 degrees centigrade. Then only your bike will start up. Otherwise, it will not. That and all possible. Normal room temperature, any oil you keep, anything, any organic matter, it will decompose, degrade also. Oxides of nitrogen will not at all form. Only the nitrogen will come out, or it will be written as a molecular form of nitrogen, how it is available in the atmosphere. Like that only it could be, or it will be, or it is. Okay. So now I have told you what I asked you in the morning itself. What are the possible sources of pollution? What are the possible pollutants from the automobile? Similarly, anyone can answer to me. What are the pollutants from the industries? Air pollutants from the industries. There are different types of industries are there. We cannot, industry, the properties of the waste material or pollutant is different. So what are the types of pollutant or what kind of air pollutants are released from the industries? Automobiles we have checked. Entire transport sector we have checked. Anyone can say what are possible, including thermal power plant? Thermal power plant in I said that is the place where they are burning all fossil fuel or specifically only coal material they are burning for energy production, heat energy. From that heat energy, they are converting water into steam. That steam people are using in a turbine and followed by generator for power generation or electricity generation. That is the process is taking place in thermal power plant. There are different power plant based on the feed material or raw material. The process is different, but the power generation is based on the steam only. Steam, turbine, generator, all those things. That is remaining constant. Only the volume, temperature, pressure will be different. Now I am asking about what are the gaseous pollutant or air pollutant from the industries. It may be repeated, no issue, but casually you tell, because next we are going to see what are the natural sources of air pollutant and man-made sources of air pollutant, what are the sources also. So for that we must to know what are the pollutants from the industries. Yeah, whatever the day-to-day life, whatever we are seeing, based on that you can answer. No, we know food industry, we know distillery industry, we know paper industry, we know for pharma industry, sugar industry. From which different industry, what are the things, agriculture, the field, what are the pollutant, air pollutant are coming out. Yes. Suppose you take anyone knows how many of you are there? 5 or 6?
6, ma'am.
Okay. Any one of you visit any industries? No one visit any industries? What, I have asked any wrong question or what? Everyone is keeping quiet. If you know means I will give an idea what are the pollutant is or coming out from the particular industry. Okay, leave it. No problem. Now you come to the point. You are staying at home, you are cooking every day. What are the possible pollutant from your home?
Carbon dioxide.
Okay. Then? Then?
Dust, smoke.
Okay.
Carbon monoxide.
Okay.
Then NOx.
NOx. From where?
Sometimes some things it will burn with food and things, then it may generate.
Okay. Then then hmm. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody said something? Okay, leave it. So whatever as I told you already, in many of the industries, and not in all the industries, or in some of the industries, they are producing power by their own for their consumption or utilization. For some of the industries, they are getting power from the grid, that is from the government. If they are producing power by themselves, means they may follow two different technologies. They may utilize the waste material generated from their own industries, or they will collect some of the biomass material from outside and generating the power through the biomass gasification process. And some people are getting from the wind based, that is very less. And they themselves generate power by use of coal or something else that they're generating. Like this kind of different option are there. But these kind of pollutant which are coming out of any industries will be different from the process industry. For example, if you take a well-known industry, means you take paper and pulp mill industry, or you take sugar industry. Sugar is very common. Sugar industry. What could be the process in sugar industries? They are collecting sugar cane from the field. Whatever the work is undergoing up to the field level, you leave it. After you transport to the industry, they do some cleaning. Then and in that cleaning, what will happen? Some of the sugar cane trashes, and some of the sugar cane may have some root and mud. The mixture of these two are called press mud, and after that it undergoes for juice extraction, and after they crushing, by crushing the juice will come, then they will do the extract to remove the dust particle, then they do the bleaching by make use of some of the chemicals, then they will evaporate the water, then by adding some of the chemicals then it crystallizes and we are getting the sugar. Each and every step when they are doing, here and there they are using some chemical, and most of the places they are using heat energy and electrical energy for the process. For evaporation, clean heat energy only can be used, and other operation, many of the operations are automatic operation only. For that automatic operation, they have to use some electric energy. So these two form of energy only they are using in sugar industry. What are the form? Electrical energy and chemical heat energy. And some of the chemicals here and there they are using for crystallization as well as for bleaching. Then only we are getting that colorful white color sugar. But sugar is not white color, white in color. You know that? What is the color of original sugar?
Light brown color.
Light brown color to dark brown color it could be. But we are getting white color sugar means they are doing bleaching with some sulfuric acid and a sulfonate component. Because of that only we are getting the only white sugar. So if we are consuming that white color sugar, it may looks very beautiful when compared to the brown sugar. Is it good for health or bad for health?
Bad for health.
Because it is sulfonated compound. If sulfate more is there when we consume, it obviously affect our bones, joints. That's why nowadays many people are having joint pains. The joint pain is mainly due to the presence of sulfonate component in the food material. So we have to avoid it. Whatever the way we can avoid the sugar, try to avoid. It is not at all good for sugar health. Okay. So anyhow, even in industries also they are using the fossil fuels to some extent for power generation as well as for heat energy generation. But the way they have used is different in industry than the power plant. In power plant, they are using million tons of coal, and same technique they are following. In industry, individual industry, they are using to some extent, but not as much as like power plants. But ending up on the whole, thermal power plant and industries are being categorized as the industries. And when they are doing the quality analysis of air pollutant from the industries and from the transport sector, they have analyzed. When they were analyzing, both of them are using same type of fuel, but there is a characteristics difference was there in pollutant level and also pollution level. What could be the main reason? Anyhow, they are based on the analysis, they have reported that this is very important information. Please listen me very carefully. Based on the analysis, it has been reported that whatever the industries, it is compared with the automobile industry, they have classified based on the type of pollutant and quantity of pollutant, point source system as well as mobile source stationary point system. Stationary point system means what? Like industries, it is being said at one point itself, it will not be moving. So that is called a stationary point system, where the emission of the pollutant is taking place continuously. So from that particular environment, we can assess the quantity or quality of air pollution. This much we can easily record it and we can give it, because it won't be moved from one place to another place. Today is something, tomorrow is something, we cannot say from the industry. The emission from the industry is same, but the meteorological parameter outside the industry will be different. Because of that, the dilution of the waste of the pollutant will be taking place. That is different from place to place, day to day, day to day, time to time, it is different. But more or less, when you are taking the average value, we can assume that that could be the reliable data. Automobiles are called, it is mobile point source pollutant. We cannot say if you take the data at Panjamutta, tomorrow, today if I take the data at Panjamutta, tomorrow also I will get the same answer. I cannot say, and I cannot assume also. In such a way, people, and also it is wax and van concept. And during the traffic time, it is varied from daytime to night time, and it is varied from the vehicle to vehicle, type of vehicle, and called the density of vehicle. And also I can say the location of the place is very important. Why the location is important? In some area, very huge height buildings are there, there the dispersion is taking place fast, but the dilution of the gaseous pollutant takes place very slow. But only single floor buildings are there. There the flow of air must be more. I am not saying in quantity wise. The availability to the pollutant for dilution is different from place to place. It is different at a commercial place, different at outer of the city, inside the city, residential area, commercial area, industrial, everywhere it is different. So on the whole, whatever it may be, the release from the industries and also the release from the automobile industry is highly responsible for the air pollution than the any other sector. Industries are also emitting, but when we compare with the transport sector emission is dominating than any other source of air pollutant. Okay. Now we have to know what are the sources of air pollutant, what are the natural sources of air pollutant, and what are the man-made sources of air pollutant. So you people now you can discuss. What are the natural sources of air pollutant? What are the natural sources? Whatever the volcanized earthquake and all happening, it is natural source or it is man-made source? These are all natural sources, isn't it? What? No one is there?
Yes, ma'am.
It is man-made source or it is natural source? So like that, you people please be categorize it. What are the man-made source of air pollutant? What are the natural source of air pollutant?
Volcano.
Okay, volcano is natural source. Then
Earthquake.
earthquake. Okay, then
Forest.
Yes, very important source. Yes. Deforestation. What is meant by deforestation? Yes. What is meant by deforestation?
Cutting of the trees.
Yes, cutting of the trees from the forest is called deforestation. Why
Yes.
people are doing the deforestation? What is the need of deforestation?
All infrastructure. For
Of?
using land.
Oh my God, that is yeah, that is one aspect. But what is the other need to do immediately?
Urbanization, industrialization.
Yes, people wanted to move from village area or a rural area into the urban area means where the industrialization happening, there the people wanted to settle down, isn't it? If they wanted to settle down, then what they have to do? They have to provide the what are the basic needs? Shelter, food, and clothes, all those things. On that concept, when they are providing like this, but how the ecosystem balanced with that particular forest, people won't mind it. If they start up one industry, if it grows, and to run that industry, how many workers are needed? Based on that calculation, they got the people from the normal area to the forest area, and the industries keep on going on, and whatever the benefit they are supposed to get it from the government, for that they are not aware of it, they are not getting also. So one the reason behind that, due to overpopulation, and second one is industrialization, urbanization. These three reasons only causes deforestation process. At the end of deforestation, what will happen now? Tell me. End of deforestation, what will happen? End of deforestation, what will happen? What is the effect or impact on environment because of deforestation?
Global warming.
Global warming. Yeah, we can say that is deforestation. We can't exactly take it. Suppose natural process like forest fire takes place, that is possible. Understood? Because deforestation, they are cutting the trees, they are using for timber purpose also, and the remaining part they are using it for, they are burnt out. That is okay, fine, but that won't make that much. But forest fire means what? Suddenly some of the area forest will catch fire and that is burn out. That is uncontrollable fire. It is very difficult to control it. Got it? That is called what is that? Deforestation. Okay. And afforestation means what? Anyone can say what is meant by afforestation?
Planting of plants.
Planting of plants for energy purpose, that is called afforestation. And for your kind information, yesterday I told, I think so, in India, they have followed the concept of afforestation after coming this BJP government, I think so, yes. And BJP government, then I can say directly the Prime Minister of India himself started giving many sort of indication to do the afforestation through the energy crop, then how it will be reflected on the operation and development of India? That was the question. Understood? So then other than that, forest fire and afforestation, casually I have explained, it is not a natural source of air pollutant. Any other natural source? You can look at your slides and tell me what are the man-made sources, what are the natural source of air pollutant. Please look at it and tell me. Then can you understand that how, what a kind of pollutant, how it will become the man-made, how it will become natural sources? You please look at that and ask me. Otherwise, you one by one we will discuss. Have you gone through it? I have forwarded the slides now. In that it must be there. I think so. Hurry, everyone is keeping quiet. What happened? No one is interested, or the topic is not interested. It is little dry subject. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it dry subject? Not interested?
Not like that, ma'am. We are saying.
Okay, then you look at your book or the table which I have sent. What are the man-made sources? What are the natural sources? Please look at that. Yes? You people will not.
Are natural.
Uh,
uh,
Vulcanize, forest
wa-
fires,
Forest
sulfur
fire.
springs,
Yeah.
spray from the oceans, natural geysers, deflation.
of plants and
Ah,
dust,
yeah,
natural organic and inorganic decays,
okay.
vegetative fuels,
Ah,
marsh gases, extraterrestrial bodies, cosmic dust, pollen grains of flowers, soil debris, fungal spores, photochemical reactions.
In that, people have any doubt on how it could be? Like pollen craze only people used to they ask the question. Pollen craze of flowers, what does it mean? How it will become the pollutant? Have you observed during the summer time, our neem trees giving nice flowers? Have you observed?
Yes, ma'am.
So actually, this butterflies will take the pollen from one flower to another flower. That is hybridization process will take place. On the way when it goes, some of the powdery kind of things will be spreaded over. That gives eye irritation, ear irritation, skin irritation, and if it is prolonged for quite a long time, which makes a very serious problem for eyes and nose. That's what that will be. That is the pollutant. Then any other things? Organic, inorganic decays and all, you know, na? Any other doubt is there? Any other source about any other source?
Natural.
Natural. Geyser means what? When the water is melted out, whatever in the pores, some of the gas will be stored like methane and the carbon dioxide. Those will be released. Okay, that you don't have any problem in south. Okay, in polar region, wherever the galleries are there, the problem will come. So now we don't have in South India, no problem at all. Then anything else? Okay, come to the man-made sources. That is very important. About the natural source, no question will come. These man-made sources are anthropogenic sources of pollutant. Both are same only. They will ask in general how the anthropogenic sources are responsible for the atmospheric pollution or air pollution. Like that question they will ask. So you should know what is anthropogenic sources first. Coal, oil, natural gas, that is all fossil fuel based. Burnings releases air pollutant to the atmosphere called anthropogenic sources. Those sources, how it affects the environment, you have to elaborate it. For that, you should know what are the pollutant, what are the effects of pollutant. Then you can make a note, you can write it. Like this, no, some of the question are direct question it could be. Some of the question overall, what did you understand from the lesson? You have to write like that. Questions also will come. Okay, now we'll discuss about the man-made sources. What are the man-made sources? You yourself can explain, isn't it? You read out, and if you have any doubt, you ask me, I will explain otherwise. What is domestic burning of wood? You know that, isn't it? Now people may not use the firewood for cooking. Earlier days, that is only the fuel for cooking purpose, so everybody was used. Then burning of fossil fuels, I told you. Coal, oil, natural gas burning in industries and power station, and also in automobile sector. Those are all creating the big issue in the world. And industrialization, similar to burning of fossil fuels, industrialization covered in that. Agricultural activities. How agricultural activities are responsible for air pollution? How agricultural activities are responsible for this air pollution?
Usage of fertilizers and pesticides.
Use and spray of fertilizers and pesticides. Excellent. Other than that?
Tractors when they will use during.
Okay, okay. Modern technique. Then that is also correct. Then few minutes before I said no, pollen grains.
Yeah.
During the pollination, whatever the pollen grains that is emit the powder, that is also pollutant. Then what else?
After harvesting, they will burn.
Yes, that is very important. Okay, that actually they use one term for that. Burning of agriculture waste after harvest. That also gives some term is the technical term. When I remember tell you, in that particular lesson will come, we will go through. Annual crop burning. That is called annual crop burning. Because at the end of the year, they will burn out all the waste. When they burn the waste, what is left over from the matter, from the fuel or from the agriculture matter? For example, if you take coal or firewood or agriculture, any waste, you are burning.
Yes.
After burning, completely burned out, anything will be left over. What is the leftover product name?
Ash.
Yeah, ash. What is meant by ash?
Dust particle.
Dust particle. Okay, is it useful or useless?
Useless.
Useless. Okay.
No, but sometimes it will be useful if any
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Camp area or wherever field is down, they will put all those things and then they will cover it and make it for the park and all these things purpose.
Make it for the park.
Or any recreational activities.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I will explain. People listen me very carefully. What I'm going to talk is very important. The ash is looking like a waste product, but that is very useful product. Why? Because when you are growing the plant, that plant material or animal material only is being converted into coal, oil or natural gas, and directly it is being standing as a living biomass. That's what firewood or agriculture waste we are telling. Everything basically derived from the organic matter only, isn't it? Now, when we are burning all this material, the leftover powdery material is or solid residue that is called ash. The ash is nothing but all mineral oxide. Whatever the minerals are there in the plant, what are the minerals are there? We would have studied all the macro and the micronutrients. What are the macronutrients? What are the micronutrients? Anyone can answer? Macronutrients. What are the macronutrients? What are the micronutrients? Give an example.
Protein, carbohydrate.
Those are all organic matter you can say, or hydrocarbon you can say. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Fats, ma'am.
No, I can't understand. What did you say, ma'am? Please, once again.
Micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, organic acids.
Yeah, I'm asking what are the micronutrients? Okay, at least you tell me what are the macronutrients. Major nutrients are what?
Proteins.
That is not nutrient, na? Nutrients to the plant. Because we are talking about the burnt material left over from the plant. So we should know what is plant, isn't it? The plant contains carbohydrate, fat, and that is different. That is composition of plant material. I am asking what are the micronutrients of plant material and what is the macronutrients of plant material. Nutrient means which is giving energy to the plant. I am not asking what energy we are getting from the plant.
Iron, ma'am.
Iron is major or minor?
Minor.
Minor. So what are the major nutrients of plant material?
Potassium.
Yes. Correct only, yes. Potassium?
Calcium.
No calcium. Okay. Come to the point. I'll tell.
Phosphorus, nitrogen.
Yes. You never be forget this when you are studying science. Not only, I'm not only saying when you are studying environmental science, you should know. Environmental science is an interdisciplinary science subject. You should have the basic knowledge of physics, chemistry, biology, and some of the geographical information. Then only you become a master of this particular course. And still I am saying, when you are talking about this environmental science technical aspect, you must understand all the different terms. Some of the terms they must be included in geography, some of the terms from physics or chemistry, all the things you should know for studying environmental science. Clear? Micronutrients means it is essential. You have to remember this very nicely throughout your life period. Macronutrients are called essential nutrients. Those nutrients are NPK. That is, N means nitrogen, P means potassium, K means potassium, P means phosphorus. NPK they said. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. All these three nutrients are called major nutrients, and these three nutrients, without that nutrients, no plant can survive for a long time. This is about the macronutrients. Macronutrient is how we can define that, and those macronutrients, how it is being used, and these three nutrients only decide the growth of the plant. Other things what we have to do when we are thinking, then what are the other thing is nutrient is?
Ma'am, K stands for?
Potassium. NPK. N is nitrogen, P is phosphorus, K is potassium. NPK used to say. So these macronutrients are helpful for the growth of plants. I told you that N is stored in the plant in the form of nitrogen will be stored in the plant in the form of amine and amide amino acid. These three combinedly form the protein. Okay, phosphorus it used to form the nodes. Potassium is helpful for transportation of nutrients from the root to the entire plants. Clear? So what are the micronutrients? Many micronutrients are there for plant: iron, manganese, magnesium, calcium, potassium, sodium, cadmium, and except heavy metals, all nutrients are being taken up by plant for their growth. Those nutrients are called, whatever I have mentioned, all those called micronutrients of the plant material. All these micro and macronutrients will be retained in the plant only. Once we harvest or we are cleaning the field by burning, whatever these macro and micronutrients are being converted into their respective oxides. Got it? Calcium is there, it is being converted into calcium oxide. Sodium is being converted into sodium oxide. Potassium is converted into potassium oxide. Phosphorus is being converted into phosphorus, 3 oxide and pentoxide, like that. Except nitrogen could be converted into oxides of nitrogen at the or above 600 degrees centigrade only. And manganese oxide, magnesium oxide, like that, the respective oxide it is being converted. Those are all called metal oxide. We are telling that the ash is a small product, nothing is that. Of course, it is a residue left over from the combustion process, I agree. But that contain different composition of different metal oxides. Okay, those metal oxides can be, or that ash material can be used as a fertilizer or soil amendment. Got it? That's what people are burning that entire field after harvest. All this residue and waste material is burnt in that field itself, which gives many things along with the soil organic carbon and whatever the mentioned micronutrients. So that will be interacted well and gives how it gives the answer. You please check it. If they are adding this ash in a loose soil or normal soil, if there is a deficiency of any sort of micronutrient, then all these nutrients will be helpful for their growth and yield. Okay, especially manganese is helpful for increasing the yield. You know about the iron also, it's supporting for the yield. Each and every element has its own role on the plant growth and the yield. Okay, when it converted into their respective oxide and they are spraying that ash material into the field, when we are pouring the water or passing the water, those oxides are converted into their respective hydroxides. Those hydroxide easily taken up the plant for their growth or yield, we can say like this. Okay, this is the use of macro and micronutrients. Now you please tell me, all these waste gases which are released from the burning of fossil fuels, you can see in some of the industries, some of the power plant, they are keeping the chimneys. Through the chimney, the waste gases are released at a very high temperature. Somewhere the temperature is from 600 to 1800 degrees centigrade, it is increased. They are not releasing directly into the atmosphere at that temperature. They are doing some sort of cooling by sprayer or cooling the condensers, or some of our one or other technique they are following to cool down the gases. And the gases will be cooling down, only the solid unburned material is released from that plant. That will be the why I wanted to say, these micronutrients, when it is stored in the plants and after harvest, after burning, again it coming back to the plants. So whatever it may be the conversion, either it is decomposition or conversion through the burning, the quantity of nutrient which is released from the plant could be recovered back. This is the concept. If it goes like that, then that particular system is called what? Self-sustainable system. Is it okay? Some of the industry, there are, even then that boy is very talented and he can assess anything in that particular condition. When they are using this kind of ash material to the field, they can find out if the color is pale or the node is not forming well or the flowering is not good or the food is not yielded well For each and everything, there are different micronutrients are being added to rectify those problems. They should understand. Okay. Now we have to come to the point. Any power plant, any industries, the chimneys must be there. What is the use of the chimney? The chimney is used to exhaust the whatever the waste gases are produced. Those waste gases are released from the power plant or industry at very high temperature. It never be at room temperature, that I am damn sure. When they are doing like this 600 or 1000 degrees centigrade, the carbon dioxide will enter into the atmosphere. What could be our position? We cannot imagine. So they are reducing the temperature by following different method, by spraying of water or and cooling condenser. Many things are evaporator and heat exchanger. Many things people are using to reduce the temperature of exhaust. Then they are released into the atmosphere. Now, what is the name of the gas which are released through the chimney? Any one of you can answer? The gaseous waste released from the burning of any fossil fuels. Those mixture of gases called by some name. What is the name of that mixture of waste gas? Yes? I am audible to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Those waste gases are called flue gases. FLUE. It is very, very important gas. Flue gas. Okay. What is flue gases means you people should know what is a flue gas. What is flue gases? What are the properties of flue gases means you should know how to write it. Flue gases mean the gas exhaust from the burning of fossil fuels. That is not, it is the gas which released at a high temperature, but those gases cannot be used as a fuel. Clear? Because the flue gases are released from all the process at a little higher temperature. Only all the gases are hot gases, but those gases cannot be used directly as a fuel. Okay, that means fuel gases, flue gases are there. Mean what are the flue gases? I said carbon dioxide, oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, along with whatever the particulate matter. These toxic gases, heavy metal evaporate, and soot particle, unbound particles, smoke, all together they are called flue gases. That flue gases carries large quantity, a huge quantity of that is being wasted also from every industry. Nowadays, here and there, people are using heat exchanger. They are recovering the heat from the heat exchanger, from the flue gases through heat exchanger. Then they are using that hot water for some industrial process or pre-process, cleaning, washing, one or other process they are using. It is well and good. It reduces the energy consumption in that particular industry. Now you please tell me, flue gases are there means there, and also there are fuel gases. Flue gases spelling is FLUE, and fuel gases means FUEL. FUEL. Fuel gases. What is meant by fuel gases and what are the fuel gases? What is meant by fuel gases and what are the flue gases? I said what is flue gas and I have given the name of flue gases also. All the waste gases exhausted from the industries are called flue gases. Example, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, all those things are flue gases. Now you please tell me what is fuel gas and what are the fuel example of? Give an example for that.
LPG is a fuel gas.
Yes, okay. Then what else?
Petrol, diesel,
Methane.
Petrol, diesels are in gaseous form or what?
no,
Methane.
liquid form.
Then I am asking what is fuel gas?
Methane.
Yes, methane.
Butane.
Butane where the people are using? Methane means we can say natural gas, or you can say gobar gas. They are all methane. So you can say those are all the fuel gas. Propane, where the people are using N-propane, N-butane, the combination or mixture is called LPG gas. My question is, did you understand what is fuel gas? There are different gases are evolved from the process, and all the gases are carrying out heat, and they are carrying out huge quantity of huge amount of heat. But because of nature of those gases, we cannot get that energy, heat energy for any purposes. Okay, that's what they are called flue gases. But we can recover the heat energy or heat from those green gases, whatever the heat it carries, that can be recovered by providing or introducing heat exchanger or spraying or any cooling condenser like that. And we recover and we can use that heat for industrial use, sub process or cleaning or washing, any kind of hot water treatment is there. For that we can be used that. My question is, those some of the gases, whatever I have mentioned, those are flue gases that cannot be used as fuel gas directly. But some of the gases can be used directly as a fuel gas. Those gases are called fuel gas. So some of the example you people said, okay, I agree, methane, that is natural gas, it's okay. LPG gas, you said that is also okay. Okay. Then other than then what could be? In a natural source of pollutant, you have read that Mars gas. What is meant by Mars gas? What is meant by Mars gas?
Methane.
Okay. That is Mars gas, I can say no problem. Gobar gas, I can say no problem. But along with that, some carbon dioxide will come. Okay. Then other than that, did I explain about what is gasification, what is pyrolysis, what is incineration for the last another paper?
No, ma'am.
No. When I have explained the water and wastewater treatment, I did not explain about gasification and pyrolysis. Okay. Then okay, then I explain now. No issue. Okay. Actually, did I say at any time gasification process? What is meant by gasification? What is meant by gas? Do you, anyone of you aware of gasification process? At least have you heard the term gasification? Okay, leave it, no problem. Gasification means it is a process of conversion of any carbonaceous material into gases. This process is taking place at a controlled temperature, controlled amount of or limited amount of air or oxygen. And during that process, which produces some of the gas which is combustible, that we can say fuel gases. What are they means? Any carbonaceous material. It is not only the plant material, you can take any coal also, or sometimes you can take liquid material also, you can spray and burn. When you are burn all this material under closed condition with limited amount of air or oxygen, up at very high temperature around 900 to 1000 degree or 1100 degree centigrade, these carbonaceous materials are being converted into some of the gases. Those gases are highly combustible in nature. that gases are called fuel gases, and specifically we can name it that gas is called producer gas. Producer gas means if we are using air as a combustion agent for this particular process, and the process is taking place with very limited amount of air and oxygen, then the gasification is taking place. It releases the mixture of gases which contain carbon monoxide, hydrogen and nitrogen. This is called producer gas. For this process, the people are using air as a combustible medium. Got it? The same process they do with that a combination of these gases or mixture of producer gases, carbon monoxide, hydrogen and also nitrogen, because when we are using air as a oxidizing agent, then whatever the nitrogen is presented along with the oxygen, that also will come out. The net emission of these gases which contain carbon monoxide, hydrogen and nitrogen, this mixture is called producer gas. This gas could be used for the power generation. Got it? The similar process, instead of air, if you use only oxygen for the gasification process. At the end of process, it releases the gas which contain carbon monoxide and hydrogen only. This type of gas is called syngas. All these gases are called fuel gases. You understand? Is it clear? It's okay. If you can't understand, tell me, I will explain again. It is very, very important. You open your question paper, you look at that. Either the gasification or pyrolysis or incineration. Without these questions, no question paper you could see for second year MSc Environmental Science. Either this question will be asked in air pollution and control technology, or it will be asked in the water and wastewater treatment. Both the papers, the same topic is available. Got it? Or do you want me to one more time? Is I will explain. Hey, no one is saying anything. Shall I? What happened, ma'am? Shall I explain one more time? No one is there. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
My God. Why everyone is left out? Okay. I will open this general topic. If I talk, I alone will talk. Leave it. Now you please tell me how the solid disposal is taken place in main cities. Solid waste. Whatever the waste we are generating at our home, how is it disposed of?
In small vehicle, they will take the dust. Means,
Okay.
solid things.
Okay. They collect it and what they are doing?
They are segregating it. and
Segregation of what?
segregation
What to what?
biodegradable and non-biodegradable components.
Okay, yes, very good. Degradable and non-degradable waste, they are segregating. Then, what they are doing with the degradable waste, what they are doing with the non-degradable waste?
Degradable waste, they may dump with the soil, and so that it will be again, it can be reused.
Reused in the form of what? Degradable waste.
Soil will get fertilized.
Okay, fine. Very good. What is the name of that process called? Very good, ma'am. Yeah, what is the name of that process is called? Composting.
Yes,
Okay. Composting means it is a biological process, or I can say biochemical process. Whatever the degradable waste they are segregating from the municipal solid waste, that waste they are doing first size reduction or pulverization, and followed by they are adding some of the easily degradable organism like what is that mudworm. What is the name of that worm? Earthworm. And they are adding some of the water, some quantity of water to maintain the wetness of the product, and they are maintaining pH level neutral, neutral to little base, 6.5 to say 8.5. In that range, they have to maintain the pH of the medium. And they have to maintain the particular ratio of carbon and hydrogen 25:1 or 30:1. This is the permissible or accepted level of carbon and nitrogen. And all these things, when they maintain, then earthworm introduced, naturally that organic matter is being decomposed off very fast. After 3 months or 6 months, you can take it out. All this degraded, decomposed organic matter, which contain large quantity of nitrogen and carbon, that could be supplied to the soil, means it maintains the soil quality and also which gives the fertile the soil. These two effects. Actually, fertile the soil means which will be useful for the growth of plant and yield from the plant. But it maintain the soil management means that is different. What is the difference between soil amendment and then plant nutrient? Can you say? What is the difference between the soil nutrients and the soil amendment? What is the role of soil nutrient and what is the role of soil amendment? Yes, I thought that this is interesting topic. Everyone will be awake. I think after lunch, everyone is feeling sleepy. I hope. Is it like that? I have explained about the soil nutrient in detail, no? Macronutrients, micronutrients.
Soil nutrient, it will NPK, it will come.
Okay, macro and micronutrients both will come. Both nutrients, what for they are adding? They are adding for the plant growth as well as for the yield from the plant, isn't it? So soil amendment means what? When you are using particular land for cultivation continuously, whatever the soil nutrient is available by nature, or when we are adding this decomposed material or artificial fertilizer, it is being absorbed by the plant material. When we are, and also sometimes we are using pesticide, insecticide, this, that and all, where it will go, everything will be retained in the land only, no? Some of the thing will be utilized, some of the thing will be evaporated, and some of the things will be stored in the soil in the different form. Something may not be dissolved, something may not be converted, something may not be used also. It will be available or stored as it is. When it is accumulated huge quantity in the soil quality will be started degrading. Then we cannot use the same land for cultivation continuously. For some time, that's what people used to say. For one particular land, they are using for paddy cultivation many years. In the middle, they use that land for some cultivation of something else once a while. When they are changing the crop cultivation, the land will be reclaimed. So it will be regenerated and the nitrogen fixation bacteria available, aeration, and the nutrient availability, nutrient absorption, everything is different from plant to plant. When the different plantation, when we do, the soil quality is being maintained. To maintain that soil quality, we have to use some of the organic feed material, that we can say organic compost. That organic compost which contain huge quantity of carbonic material along with some nitrogenous product in the form of ammoniacal nitrogen or ammonium nitrate or nitrogen nitrate, that a different form of product will be available, and also which contain lot of humic acid. Humic acid means what? Once the degradation of any organic material is happening, there are different stage of process are taking place. First, initially that complex organic material is being broken down into small particles, small material or small compound. Further, it is being break down into smaller compound. Then when it is happening like that, some of the chemical is being released in the form of liquid like methanol, ethanol, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propanol, propionic acid, like that many products will come. Those products are linked with that solid carbonate material which underwent for decomposition process. Those chemical organic liquids are called humic acid. Those chemical compound can be easily absorbed by the plant, and the cationic ion exchange capacity of the soil between the soil and plant will be improved. So it makes, when the cation exchange capacity is more, and it makes the soil to be loosened, means, and it provides the good aeration to the soil. If the aeration is more, the nitrogen fixation taking place more, then plant used to get more nitrogen, and also which supports the growth and yield, and also it maintains the soil very nicely for a long period. For that purpose only the people are making.
Repeat once again.
What, ma'am? Where you want me to repeat?
Yes, ma'am.
The meeting is going to be over. If it is over, means you please ask me tomorrow again. In the next class.
Okay.
Yeah. From where do you want to continue?
This soil thing you are telling now.
Yes, ma'am. I'll repeat. What happened? You said that all the solid how the solid waste is disposed in. I asked, you said they are collecting in the small vehicle, and they are segregating. How they are segregating means the degradable and the non-degradable waste they are segregating. All this degradable waste they are dumping in particular place, and they are decomposing. The decomposed material are being used as a fertilizer, you said. In detail I am saying that is correct. What did you say is correct. The thing is, they are segregating the degradable and non-degradable waste. With the degradable waste, how they are doing the decomposition? Simply it will not be degraded. If it is degraded simply or by nature, it takes many hundreds of years to thousands of years. That's what is happening to form the coal, oil and natural gas. People cannot wait up to that period to decompose to use for plant growth or soil amendment. Soil amendment means what? When we are using the soil for particular cultivation continuously, whatever the soil nutrients are there, and whatever the soil organism are there, and when we are adding this artificial fertilizer, pesticides and insecticides, these are all killing them. And also these chemical products are stored in the soil. Some of them will be dissolved, some of them will not be dissolved, some of them will be converted from one form to another form, some of them are reactive or non-reactive. Everything, all form of the things are available in there. So to overcome this problem and to recover or regenerate that land for continuous cultivation, what people do in the middle, they will do some mixed cultivation, or in the rotation of crop they are taking. One crop they harvest, and in between the two crops they do some other cropping, not the same crop. For example, paddy they are cultivating yearly twice, means in the gap between these two cultivation they do some of the pulses, or say in the millets or pulses, some other things they do. When they are doing like this, here the nutrient requirement and the nitrogen fixation capacity of the plant root, those activities will be differ for plant to plant in the soil, because leguminous plant are acting something different. Some the pulses are behaving something different. Paddy is behaving something different. Other cereals are behaving something. Some other cash crop like sugarcane, cotton, and those things are behaving something different. In such a situation, what they are doing, when they are using this organic decomposed material in the soil, already these materials are looking like a weightless and loose material. When they are adding into the soil, and which contain lot of carbonaceous material, that means when the process decomposition process undergoes, the complex organic material is being converted into small material, and again further it is degraded into small. Then when it is converting, when the process is taking place like that, there is a possibility of many alcohol, organic acid, aldehyde, ketone, everything will come. The mixture of this product along with that decomposed organic matter, that is called humic acid. The humic acid is an organic liquid which will be helpful for growth of many microorganisms. When it is growing well, which increase the cationic exchange capacity between the soil and the plant. In such a way, it makes loosen the soil to the plant. Because of that, many the nitrogen fixation bacteria grows fast and it picks the maximum nitrogen. And also the soil uptake capability of plant from the soil will be improved by substituting this material. And they themselves contain the plant material or any vegetable waste, this, that, etc. X and Y contain large quantity of proteinous material in the form of amine, amide, ammonia, amino acid, everything. When we put it in the soil, that also easily available to the plant because it is already in decomposed form. Some of them in amine form, amide form, ammonia form, and it all being converted into nitrate form easily. Then it is taken up by the plant easily. So one side which increase the growth of the plant and another side which improves the quality of the soil. So what these kind of products are called soil amendment. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Many things are there and we will discuss many things. The class is going to be over, I think so. When it will be terminated? 4:30 or 4:45?
4:45, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll talk some more thing. Okay. Then where I left, okay, how the solid waste. So, okay, the degradable waste, they are doing like this. Non-degradable waste, what they are doing? Then what are the degradable waste? What are the non-degradable waste?
Non-degradable waste, they will store at the some place and they will burn it in the closed form.
Okay. So through what process they are burning? I have explained when I have done explain about the solid waste management in water and wastewater treatment. How they are doing that burning? What is the name of the process? Recollect.
Anaerobic.
No, anaerobic is a decomposition process. No, it is anaerobic process. By non-degradable waste, how it could be degraded by make use of anaerobic microorganisms?
High temperature they are doing.
Huh? I cannot hear you, ma'am. What did you say?
They are burning with high temperature, ma'am.
Yeah,
In the
okay.
closed
Okay.
tank.
Yes. Some of the things you remember, man. Many of the things, some of the things you forgot. Okay, I'll tell. After segregating this degradable and non-degradable waste, the degradable waste underwent for composting process, I said. They may use some bacteria also, but most probably the people are using earthworm. But non-degradable waste, they are collecting and storing. What are the non-degradable waste? Please give me an example.
Plastic.
So what are the degradable waste? You tell me. What are the degradable waste?
Paper, vegetables.
Then?
Organic disposable products.
Okay. Correct only. Which one is easily decomposed? And all putrescible matter, all are called degradable waste. Food waste, and whatever the plant waste, vegetable waste, fruit waste, food waste, and excretas, and the excreta including animal, everything. Though, and some of the small plant material, all are degradable material. Those degradable can be used. Non-degradable waste means the things which cannot be consumed by the microorganism easily. It cannot assimilate. That kind of products are called non-degradable waste. What she madam said, that is correct. Plastic waste, polythene bag, some of the polymers, concrete material, And polythene covers, I said or not, I don't know. Any metal waste, metal scraps, and along with the concrete, material concrete waste, small things. And whatever we are discarding from the kitchen, unwanted things, those things all are related to the metals or material. Those things are called non-degradable waste. This non-degradable waste is accumulating too much day by day after our civilization, because everywhere they are giving polythene covers. Everywhere people are using all grade of polythene covers. Some of them are in the degradable range and some of them are not non-degradable range. So those plastics, how we can dispose? We cannot reuse it. We cannot regenerate it. So and also those are all very poisonous material. Along with that, the waste which are all generated from the hospital, those are all highly infectious material. In a hospital waste which contain all sort of waste. Blood waste will be there, any organ waste will be there, medical waste, medicine waste will be there. We can't say this is the particular type of waste we can do like this. So all sort of waste will be there. Even sometimes syringe and needle, everything they are disposed of after single use nowadays. The gloves, what is the material of gloves? Some polymers. That is not degradable. So like that, many different ways, all those are highly dangerous waste because those are all infectious materials. Then accumulation of that material, why people are going to the hospital? To get cure only. But many people used to say, then you know that if you go to the hospital, disease will come, they say somebody. Why it is? Because the place is like that, everything will be, everyone is moving here and there. Then whatever the air is there, that air it contains that kind of microorganism only. The people, those who are very weak, they will be attacked with that microorganism. They can get any sort of disease. That is true. It is not lie. For example, if you go to any government hospital, definitely this kind of aspect must be there. Nowadays, they are maintaining to some extent. Even then, the hygienic city we cannot expect from the government organization also. In such a situation, and if you dump the hospital waste at one particular place continuously, what will happen? Then it spreads different type of disease to the local area people. So what the people have decided, what technique people can be used to discard this kind of waste along with that non-degradable waste. For that, they have developed the technology incineration. Incineration means it is a kind of, I can say it is a device which could be, earlier days they have designed for 1200 degree. Nowadays it went up to 1600, 1800 degrees centigrade also. Any material you put it inside in the closed container, and you have to pass the enough or excess amount of oxygen, whatever the process I have told you in the morning for complete combustion with excess amount of air. That concept they are following in the incinerator. That device which is being used for doing this process is called incinerator. The process name is called incineration. And when you are dumping everything and burning, within few seconds or few minutes, all the waste is being burnt out, which left over with a few gram of ash. That is that any waste. For example, for easy understanding only, I said it is hospital waste. Okay, any waste you dump, that would be the answer. And you may come to know that nowadays in all the main cities, for human body disposal, they are using incinerator only. Okay, we will no need to do all the formalities. We go there, we'll stand, we'll give the body, they will give few gram of ash in your gan. That is only the product of the person. We have to have it with us. So nowadays we are here, at least we could get this. Now people are staying from different country. They may ask them to send the ash by the courier. In future, it may be the state SIP after developing this incinerator. Tomorrow they will put our body also inside. We may become, they may give few gram of ash to our relatives. So the technology is being used for this. This is one of the important concepts for disposal of all hazardous waste. Any sort of hazardous waste, heavy metals, Very easy understanding, you can say that from hospital all sort of waste will be there. Everything could be burnt out. So incineration is a process of burning of any non-degradable waste or any waste at a very high temperature. Everything is being converted into little ash, and it operates at a high temperature of more than 1000 degrees centigrade up to 1800 degrees centigrade also, which is
It would,
working.
ma'am,
Hello.
it would be generating the harmful gases and all these things. Then it will.
Yeah, whatever the combustion or burning is taken place, everywhere, whatever the flue gases I said, that will be evolved, no? In industries and power plant, they are using the chimney and it is exhausted at a very high level. In this incinerator also, they are using the chimneys, it is released at a high level. At anyhow, it will be entering into our atmosphere. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Phosphine gas, arsenic gas, many heavy metal gas, those are all the poisonous gases. Everything will be evolved from
Whatever ashes it would have been left over a period of time, it will also be filled.
it. Will also be filled with what?
Ashes, little ashes, they will be burning.
Yes.
But over a period of time,
Hmm.
it will be filled with the ashes.
What will be filled with the acid? Ash.
In
What
box,
I'm saying, no, ma'am, everything you are burning. When you burn something, suppose you are doing this decomposition process. Okay, all biodegradable waste, you are doing decomposition process to get the fertilizer. We cannot assume that 100% it is degraded and decomposed. Some of the material will be left over, but they are degradable in nature. Today it is not happened, means after you put it in the soil, at any time it will be degraded. Okay, but in this case we cannot say all the material is being completely burnt out. Only it is left over with little amount of ash, I said.
my question is, ma'am, that little amount of ash will be there.
Yes.
Again, next time if they will repeat the process, again little amount will be there. So in that
No,
way,
no, no, they will discard, man. They will discard. With that ash, they cannot do the process. It accumulates, it occupies the space, and also it disturbs the process.
if
Na?
they will put it in the soil, then that area soil will be again.
If
It
the
will not.
people want, some people, they went to the power plant, they are collecting the fly ash, they are applying to the soil, and which will protect from some of the flies and insecticides in the soil, in the field. That is true. That has some of the property. Some people, they don't want, they leave it. It has property which will be helpful for micronutrient development in the soil. So we cannot insist the people you can use, but it can be used.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So if people have any doubt, I have started somewhere, I have ended up with somewhere. Okay, but it is nice. Whatever I have spoken today, from morning to now, you may get at least 2-3 questions. Excess air, incomplete combustion, effect of air pollutant, and then what I said, the permanent gases, variable gases, and photosynthesis and respiration. Yes, global warming. Greenhouse gases I not yet explained fully, I will explain in the next class. Whatever I have spoken, from that maximum 4-5 questions will come from yesterday's class and today's class. So hereafter I will go little elaborately in technical aspect, okay? So if people have any doubt? No doubt. I have doubt. Ma'am, I am there now. That's what I am speaking, isn't it? Yes.
They are there.
Because I was waiting, I could not get my chat. If you have any doubt, you please ask me. Otherwise, shall I start new topic or what? Already it is 4:50.
Class time over, ma'am.
Sorry, okay. Thanks to every one of you. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Thank
Okay.
you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.